Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
You are welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning class. My name is Bolaji. I'm here to speak on the subject mathematics, and the topic we are still holding on is statistics. But under the statistic, we want to consider group data. We want to use mode to calculate group data. Mode in group data. What is the formula? There is formula for us to calculate mode in group data, and the formula is this. I want us to use this formula. Mode is calculated to be L1 plus L1 plus bracket Fx over Fx plus Fy, all bracket into C. Now, all these things has meaning. What is L1? What is Fx? What is Fy? What is C? Our L1 is the lower class boundary, the lower boundary of the class with the highest frequency. The lowest class boundary of the class, L1, is equal to lower class boundary with the highest frequency. That's L1. Then, what is Fx? What is Fx? Fx is the difference between the frequency of the modal class and the class before it, and the class before it. Difference between the frequency of the modal class. Difference between the frequency of the modal class and the class before it, and the class before it. That's Fx. Then, what about Fy? Fy is calculated to be the difference between the frequency of the modal class and the class after it. Difference between the frequency of the modal class and the class after it. Now, Fy is the class after it. Fs is the class before it. That is the difference. You have to put it the difference. Now, what is C? C means what? Is the interval of the modal class. Is the interval of the modal class. Is the interval of the modal class. The interval of the modal class. Fine. We've understood this formula now. Let us solve questions on this formula. Consider the frequency distribution of the ages of 50 men in a data collection of a country, which is as follows. Consider this example. The table below will show it. We have age. We have the age, which is in years. We have the numbers of men. The numbers of men are being shown here. The age and the numbers of men. We have 40 to 49, right? 40 to 49. Age, which is in years. Numbers of men. Then here we have 40 to 49. Then 50 to 59. 60 to 69. Then 70 to 79. 80 to 89. And the last one, 90 to 99. Wow. Now, the number of men that fall between 40 to 49 are 5. The next one, 8. The next one, 20. the next one 10, the next one 4, the next one is 3. So when we had all these numbers, 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 20, 33, 33 plus 10, 43, 43 plus 4, 47, 47 plus 3 is equal to 50 men. So we want to know the way we want to calculate the modal class. Modal class. The modal class, that is the number of the highest frequency under a group data. I'd like you to pay attention to this. Before we can do that, we've given a formula earlier on that we solved that time, and the formula is equal to L1 plus bracket into fx over fx plus y bracket. Then you now multiply with the class interval, which is C. Now, that is the formula we are going to use now. But before we use that formula, we need to have our class boundary, because the question stated that fs is different between the frequency of the modal class and class before it, while fy is different between the frequency of the modal class and after it. So it's good for us to now calculate our what? Our class boundary. We need to know our class boundary. Solution. The solution here is that we need to draw our class boundary, that is another table. Here is the age in years, and here is the frequency. Why this place is called the class boundary? Now, once we have known our class boundary and the frequency, we have gotten the answer. Now, let us do it together. Now, age in year, we have 40 to 49. Here we have 50 to 59. Here we have 60 to 69. Here we have 70 to 79. Here we have 80 to 89. And here we have 90 to 99. Then the frequency here is 5. While the frequency here is 8, 20, 10, 4, and 3. Now the class boundary, I told you that we have upper class boundary and the lower class boundary. If this is our lower class boundary, this is our upper class boundary, we deduct 0.5 from all through the lower class boundary and add 0.5 to upper class boundary. Therefore, we have 39.5 to 49.5. Here we have 49.5 to 15, 49.5 to 59.5. Here 59.5 to 69.5. 69.5 to 79.5. 79.5 to 89.5. Then 89.5 to 99.5. So ensure you write it down so that you can get it right and listen to me very well. Good. This is our class boundary. We can now substitute our formula. What is our formula? So that we can get our answer for this mode. Wow, this is very interesting. Once we have gotten all this value, it's easy for us to use our formula. I want to remind you of our formula, which we have mode is calculated to be L1 plus bracket fx over fx plus fy, all bracket into C. We said that our L1, which is here, is the lower class boundary with the highest frequency. You can see we have the lower class boundary, which are all here. It's the lower class boundary with the highest frequency. What is the highest frequency? Look at here. 20 is the highest frequency. What is the lower class boundary? This is the lower class boundary. Very easy. Substitute your value. M equal to 59.5. Good. Plus, what is our fx? We said fx is the difference between the frequency of the modal class and the class before it. Difference between the frequency of the modal class. What is the frequency of the modal class? This one. And the class before it, that is the class before it, difference 20 minus 8 will give us the frequency. Yes, 20 minus 8, because we said difference. So 20 minus 8, this is 20 minus 8 over 20 minus 8. Then what is our Fy. Our Fy is different between the frequency of the modal class and the class after it. The class after it is 10. So 20 minus 10, this is 20 minus 10, all into bracket. And what is our C? Our C means the class in C. And what is our C? Our C is the class interval. How do we get our class interval? Look at here. This is lower class boundary. This is upper class boundary. C is given to be 69.5 minus 59.5. C, which is equal to 10. And our C is 69.5 minus 59.5, which is 10. Then let's continue from our formula. Our M, which is what? Remember, our M is equal to 59.5 bracket 59.5 plus bracket. This is where we continue. 20 minus 8 will give us 12 over 12 plus 20 minus 10, which will give us 10, all bracket into 10 here. Good. Then the mode is given to be 59.5, all bracket plus bracket into 12 over 22, then times 10. 12 divided by 22, 12 divided by 22 will give us 0.55. M is equal to 59.5 plus 0.55 times 10. Then we now use 10 to open that bracket. 10 times 0.55. M is equal to 59.5 plus 5.5. That is 10 times 0.55, which gives us 5.5. Our M is equal to 59.5 plus 5.5, which is absolutely 65 years, which is 65 years. Then our mode now is 65 years. In the table that I showed you, the highest mode is 65 years. So many of us will look at the first ages I gave you, which is 60 to 69, and people will go and choose 60. No, we have to find it by using this formula, which gives us 65 to 65 years. So the highest frequency using mode under the group data is 60 years. I would like us to use this method to solve few evaluation I want to give us on the board. By the time we solve it, you will see that you will get the answer correctly by listening accurately again, if you don't mind, by rewinding it so that you see how we solve the question. Thank you. Before I will conclude these statistics under this group data, I want us to just know that we have formula for group data for mean, formula for group data for median, formula for group data for mode. For the mean, the formula for the group data for the mean we saw earlier on is that S bar is equal to summation of Fx over summation of F, while the median for the group data is in two places. If our cumulative frequency is odd, we use n plus 1 over 2. Please listen, n plus 1 over 2 when our cumulative frequency is odd. When our cumulative frequency is even, we use n over 2 plus n plus 1 over 2, all divided by 2. And that is how we get our median for the group data. And for the mode that we solved just of recent is that our mode is going to be L1 plus bracket Fx over Fx plus Fy, all bracket into C. What is L1? L1 is the lower class boundary of the highest frequency. Is the lower class boundary of the highest frequency. What is Fx? Fx is the difference of the highest frequency, that is the difference of the highest frequency before it, while Fy is the difference of the highest frequency after it, while our C is the interval of the class, whereby we have a difference of the upper class boundary minus the lower class boundary. That's how we get our class interval for the mode. Now, I would like us to still rewind back if we still have a shady mindset about this topic statistic under the group data. Thank you so much, and God bless you.